This is a Q&A session with Germain on Starseeds contracts. Question from Irene. I have had many incarnations before I incarnated on Earth, and from what I understand, they were in higher dimensions than 3D. I am 66 years old, and if I don't have enough time to ascend before my contract is up, what will happen to me and many starseeds like me? Germain's answer. It depends on what the starseed has contracted to do in this lifetime. If your soul contract specifies that you are to undergo an ascension to the 5th dimensional level, then this is what you are to do. If not in this lifetime, then in the next. If not, if you have no such contract, then you simply go home. However, some starseeds have made a contract to have several lives on Earth in the 3rd, 4th, and even 5th dimension. Personal contracts dictate what will happen to each person. If you feel you would like more time, Irene, then just ask for more time. Question from Germain. How can a person, if they feel hopeless and desperate, suicidal, overcome that feeling quickly and keep a higher vibration and a higher state of mind? Germain's answer. Focus on the opposite. Yes, focus on the opposite immediately. Here's an example of a scenario. We will use Sharon again. Sharon, oh no. Germain. Sharon is feeling desperate. She lives in a small town where the general level of consciousness is much lower than her own. She talks to people and she gets no satisfaction from talking to anyone. So what should Sharon do? Sharon, I do this job. I do this service. First of all, as soon as I get up, that starts my day on the right track. Germain. Sharon continues her work. She talks to anyone who will listen about her possible alien nature. Why? Because it is her higher dimensional nature and her higher vibration. She has found people who accept her as she is, and in doing so, it saves her from a severe depression. Sharon also realizes that she is depressed due to her parents' physiology. She is doing her best to maintain her health and is now taking amino acids to avoid depressive episodes. Sharon. Yes, and it works. I also get sun exposure. That helps too. The other thing I do guided meditations to get rid of those pesky demonic attachments and rebalance my chakras. Germain. Good energetic maintenance is important because you are constantly being used as an energetic food source. Depression and despair tell me that you have a compromised auric field and need maintenance. Sharon. I also did a lot of shadow work because I had to get rid of the negative thought patterns of my parents. Germain. You are able to do a lot for the collective if you do the work. The 3rd question. My mother has dementia and it is so difficult to see her deteriorate. How can carers of people with dementia better cope emotionally and psychologically with the decline in the person's health? Germain's answer. I realize it's a terrible thing to go through, and the sense of helplessness you must have in realizing that there's not much you can do for them. but I would remind you of the deliberate nature of life. Nothing is random. Every situation has been chosen by the soul to experience, including dimension and a slow decline. However, fortunately, this soul has asked your soul to be its keeper in this period of its decline, and your soul has agreed to be there for this person. Please write down how you feel. Express your feelings openly and have compassion for yourself and your mother. Don't beat yourself up. Don't be hard on yourself. Don't blame yourself for what she is going through. Do not feel guilty if you feel that she is asking more of you than you can give her. Be kind to yourself and to her, as I know you are. Having an open heart is difficult on a planet of free will in the lower dimensions, where life can be hard. Understand that you are not alone, but give your heart time to tell how it feels. This message was channeled by Sharon Stewart and read for you by Adriana.